All right, today we're going to talk about 5 simple changes that SUPER73 can make to this bike to make it world class. You guys ready for this? Not talking about much, nothing epic. We're not talking epic changes. We're talking about small changes. Changes that wouldn't even cost that much. There's a bunny. Hold on, I gotta pull up the freaking app. All right, 5 things they can do to make the R world class. And if you've been watching my videos, you know what some of them are. But some of them may be slightly surprising. Number 1, tires. I know they're really excited about their tires. They built the new, or created the new Badger tires. But you know, they created their own tires, right? They're just not up to snuff. They need to take a page out of the Rad Power Bikes ebook, or the Rad Power Bikes book, and build tire liners into their tires. Because you look at the forums and everybody's having to change their tires all the time. They're just not, they're too soft. The rubber they're using is too soft, and to have to then go buy tire liners, to have to buy slime, and even then you're still having to replace your tires or your tubes or patch your tubes. It's just a pain in the ass, you know, it's just too much. So they need to build tire liners into their tires, and that would dramatically improve the stability and the durability of the tires, and just make people happier, much happier. And it's not much. I just bought the new Rad Power Bike Kenda tires, not very expensive, and they have the built-in tire liners, and it's just going to change everything. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the seat. I know they're really excited about their seat, but the big hump in the back of the seat just really takes away from how much of the seat is actually usable. And I know that the S1 seat is too small. I know the Z1 seat is too thin and too hard. They just need to take the S or the R seat and just kind of get rid of the hump and make it thicker. Like double the padding, get rid of the hump, and you're gonna have a freaking world-class seat. You know, that's what all those seats on Etsy are. They're just a seat that gets rid of the hump, it's a little thicker padding, and it's just better. So if they were to do that, that would again make the bike 1,000 times better. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the torque. You know, they've been saying for months that they're gonna add you know, firmware updates to make the torque better. It's critical at this point. I mean, you can't even get up a freaking small hill from a dead stop with the torque. It's just, there isn't any. There's no torque. You literally have to like stand up and pedal just to get up a freaking hill, you know, unless you have momentum. And that brings me to my number 4, which is you don't need the full 10-speed crank, or excuse me, sprocket. Just go with a 3-speed sprocket. A simple 3-speed sprocket with a low speed, a medium speed, and high speed would change everything. You'd be able to go faster on the high speed with pedal assist. You'd still have the middle speed would basically be the one that it has now, and then a low speed, like a number of speed 1 or 2 on like a 10 speed that lets you go up hills. You know, that would just change everything, and you wouldn't even need that much torque on the low end because you'd have that low speed in pedal assist. So that would change everything too. And number 5 is, it's not surprising, it's not probably on everybody's mind, but I had a pretty sizable run-in with a big rock that bent the pedal crank, the right pedal crank. And then I had a very small little minor spill around a U-turn, and it bent, both of them bent the pedal cranks. You know, like where the pedals actually, you know, attached to the crank that attaches to the sprocket. Those pedal cranks are tin, and they just bend so freaking easily. And then your tires, your pedaling is all wonky. So gotta have better pedal crank arms. They're just literally tin. So those 5 things, you make changes to the bike. I was gonna add number 6, which would be cruise control. That's just a nice to have, it's not even necessary. But those 5 things, you make changes to this bike, not expensive at all, none of them, and you truly have a world-class bike. Probably the best e-bike on the market. Because everything else You know, the stability, the top speed, the quality of the parts, the fun factor, the cool factor, the design, the paint job, everything else would be left alone, and this bike would be the best bike on the market. It's already really freaking close. I mean, look at my 1 month review, and I give this an 8.9 out of 10. And well, I give it like an 8.3, but with some modest changes, you can make it an 8.9. So let's just say with some modest changes, an 8.9. But with these changes I'm talking about, it would actually eliminate some of the other changes you have to make. So with the changes that they make for you, without you having to replace anything, I think it would make this bike a 9.0 out of 10. And not many bikes you can say that. With the price wouldn't have to change much. So for 3,000 bucks, you'd have a world-class bike, best bike on the market. And there you go. So that's it. Those are the 5 changes you need to make, Super 73, and this would truly be the best bike on the market. It's already really freaking close. And that's it. So I'm gonna make a little bit of little path carving going on here, a little ride to spicing up this video, but that's it. So that's it for my 5 changes. Hopefully somebody's listening. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just, not if you've noticed, I'm gonna actually post a link to Super 73's new video that came out with a week ago that shows you how to remove the wheels, the front and the back, and change the tires and the inner tubes, because you pretty much have to, at this point, take the bike to a bike shop to get those changed, because there's just so many things you have to do to take the wheels off. And I like that it took them a long time. I sent a request for that video like a month ago, and they finally came out with it. So I don't know if it's because of me, probably not. I'm sure a lot of people requested it, but it's nice to have that video. I'm gonna post a link to it in the comment section of this video, and that makes life a lot easier. Hey Jaden, what's up, buddy? It's one of my son's friends there. So, oh my god, a big bunny. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. So we've seen, I'm not calling them out, but oh my god, look at this, people. I think I've seen 9 squirrels and 4 bunnies on this little zip around. Isn't that something? Wow. Anyhow, love me some paths, love me some trails. This video's got all of it. So this video's got, Jesus, 2 more squirrels. This video has the top 5 must-have changes. It's got some really cool path and trail zipping, and it's got, I think, like 13 or 12 or 13 squirrels, 3 or 4 bunnies. I saw a buddy, one of my friend's buddies, and so it's got buddies and bunnies. And if you look over there, we've got tons of ducks, people. Are you seeing these ducks? Look how cute these freaking ducks are. Are you seeing these? Brilliant, beautiful ducks. I don't want to scare them. I'm not going to get too close, but we'll do a little ride by. Ducks, ducks, people, ducks. All over the freaking place. Look at all these ducks. Are you seeing all these ducks? Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm going to take a picture of the ducks. God bless. Peace out.